Italy is in the headlines again. And this time it's because their newly elected government has read the tea leaves of the voters and have determined that Italy has had enough of the woke agenda and they are driving the leftists toys in the attic batshit crazy. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in 2022, the country elected as Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, also known as the female Donald Trump. He's a conservative who rose to power on a platform of ardent nationalism, love your country, and traditional family values. Two things that leftists completely abhor. Meloni, the leader of the right-wing Fratelli d'Italia party, secured backing from a coalition of right-wing parties, resulting in the formation of the country's most right-wing government in decades, according to CNN. Now, while many conservatives saw Meloni as a strong leader capable of steering Italy out of economic difficulties and high youth unemployment, leftists in Italy and the European Union were concerned about the potential consequences of the country's right shift. Of course they were, because success is not the status quo shitholes that leftists like to create. Like Trump in the United States, Giorgia Meloni is proving to the leftists in Italy and the European Union that all of those promises that they made to the people of Europe for decades and never followed through on are actually doable when you follow through. In other words, like Trump, Meloni has embarrassed the leftist elite by making what they couldn't do look easy. As it turns out, the leftists were right to be concerned. Of course, you haven't heard about it in our fake news media, but in recent months, Italy has implemented some conservative legislative changes that should be ascribed in part to a government that promotes traditional religious and family values. That is what Giorgia Meloni wanted to do for the Italian people, and it is what Donald Trump wants to do for the American people. According to Newsweek, just weeks after Miss Netherlands announced their first transgender winner, Italy decreed that Miss Italy contestants must be from a woman of birth. The Miss Italy pageant administrators have barred transgender women from competing. The patron of the competition stressed that all candidates must be a woman from birth. In other words, the Miss Italy pageant is saying that if you want to be a contestant in the Miss Italy pageant, you must actually be a miss. Let's all pause for a moment here while I make this comment to the prisoner of war commandant of this platform. Commandant, this is only happening in Italy. The fantastic heroes in the transgender community that are in our country are not affected at all. And Commandant, we are very happy over that. And now, back to reality. According to a translation given by Newsweek, Miss Italy official Patron Patrizia Mergelani stated in an interview that the competition foreseen in its regulation and clarification according to which one must be a woman from birth. Well, there you have it. Now, believe it or not, this isn't what drove the leftists off the leftward land of silliness cliff. What got the left to start yanking out their hair extension was that CNN reported that due to new legislation established by Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni's traditional family-first government, the city of Padua in northern Italy has begun deleting the names of non-biological lesbian mothers from their children's birth certificates. According to the new law, only the biological mother's name may appear on the birth certificate. The law also prohibits males in same-sex partnerships from reporting their child's birth with the names of both fathers. Instead, parents must choose just one of them to be recognized as the legal father. CNN pointed out that Meloni has made it clear since taking office in October that she wants to ensure that all babies are born from a man and a woman. So the Italian government is taking the names off baby certificates of the women who are not the biological mother, and the left has lost its ever-loving mind over in Europe. And that's not all. The Italian government wants to ensure that Italian cuisine is all natural as well. Now, you might be thinking, what in the world is that all about? Is this some goofy offshoot that got caught up in the populist national movement in Italy? Well, absolutely not. According to Forbes, the Italian government has backed a proposed bill to prohibit the sale of lab-grown meat and synthetic foods, claiming the preservation of Italian gastronomic tradition as the key of rationale. If the bill is passed, People caught in violation might face fines of up to the equivalent of $65,000 to $17. Advocates led by Meloni have campaigned for the protection of natural food versus synthetic food, gathering 500,000 signatures, 500,000. The administration led by Meloni has implemented a prohibition on the utilization of insect-derived flour in the production of pizza and pasta. This decision aligns with the government's prioritization of and focus on defending excellence and defending consumers. And the leftists told us here that we were crazy when we said that elite billionaire leftists wanted to force us to eat insects for protein. Giorgia Meloni has said that if Italy does not bring back nationalist populist views and the traditional family life throughout the country, then with this woke agenda that has seized the world as of late, there will no longer be an Italy. And she's right. All right, so that's it. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.